Hello everyone, my name is Dhirendra Newar, Assistant Professor of BBA and BVOC Department. So today I will be covering up the audio lecture for the below mentioned topics from the course BBA, subject Production Management for 4th semester, and the topics are as follows. Number 1, roles and responsibilities of a production manager. Number 2, types of production systems. Number 3, meaning of plant layout of production system. And finally, number 4, objectives and types of plant layout of production systems. So without any further delay, let me start the first topic. What is the roles and responsibilities of a production manager? And the answer is, the production manager forms a very important and defining part of the organization structure of an engineering company. The roles and responsibilities of a production manager can be summarized as follows. Number 1, forecasting the requirements of production in order to achieve the production target. Number 2, making most efficient utilizations of the available resources for production. Number 3, minimizing throughput time and work in process inventory. This can be achieved by systematic production planning and also by very efficient executions of the plans. Number 4, one of the most important responsibility of a production manager deals with reducing the material handling cost, which generally is achieved by the use of efficient material handling system and also by using plant layouts which must be developed in a proper and correct way. Number 5, reducing the quality cost with the help of analysis of non-conformations on periodic basis and also by following suitable actions, both corrective and preventive. Number 6, building team spirit among the workmen and also motivating by means of personal involvement. This task of motivation can also be achieved by designing and implementing suitable financial incentive schemes. Number 7, to devise accurate methodology involving method study of manufacturing along with other engineering economic principles. And number 8, improving the productivity level of the workers on continuous basis by workman trainings and by bringing into use the standards of performances derived from the work measurement studies, etc. So with this, we covered up the roles and responsibilities of a production manager. Now moving on to the second topics for this audio lecture, it's called what are the different types of production systems. So let me explain you this also in a very simple way. Types of production systems are as follows. The types of production systems are grouped under two categories. That is, number 1, intermittent production system and continuous production system. So under production system, there are two bifurcations again. Let me repeat that. One is intermittent production systems and another one is continuous production systems. Now, under intermediate production systems, there are three subcategories to it. The first one is project production flows, jobbing production flows, and batch production flows. And under continuous production system, there are two subcategories. Number 1, mass production flows, and number 2, process production flows. Now let us see this one by one in detail. What is intermittent production systems? Intermittent production system means something that starts or initiates and stops at irregular intervals. In the intermediate production system, goods are produced based on customers' orders. These goods are produced on a small scale. The flow of production is irregular. That is, in other words, the flow of production is not continuous at all. In these systems, large varieties of products are produced. These products are of different sizes. The design of these products goes on changing. It keeps changing according to the design and size of the product. Therefore, this system is very flexible. So in short, let us see the features of intermediate production system that we just talked about. The features of this production systems are: number 1, flow of production is not continuous. Number 2, variety of products are produced. Number 3, volumes of production is small. Number 4, general purpose machines are used. Number 5, sequence of operation changes as per design. And number 6, production depends on customer's order. So that's what is called intermediate production system. Now the other type that we just talked about was continuous production systems. So let me now explain this. Continuous production system means something that operates constantly without any irregularities or frequent stops or halts. In the continuous production system, goods are produced constantly as per demand forecast. Goods are produced on a larger scale for stocking and selling. They are not produced on customers' orders. Here, the inputs and outputs are standardized along with the production process and sequences. So following are the important features of continuous production systems. So let me sum it up. Number 1, flow of production is continuous and not intermittent or irregular. Number 2, products are standardized. Number 3, products are produced as per the quality standards. Number 4, products are produced in anticipations of the demand in the market. And finally, number 5, standardized routing sheets and schedules are prepared. So with that, we come to the end of the different types of production system. Now, let me move on further to cover up the point number 3 of the topic for today's audio lecture, which is called meaning of plant layout of production system. So, plant layout means the dispositions of various facilities such as equipment, materials, manpower, etc. within the area of the site selected. Plant layout begins with the design of the factory building and goes up to the locations and movement of work. All the facilities like equipment, raw materials, machinery, tools, fixtures, workers, etc. are given as a proper place. Plant layout is a plan for arranging the physical facilities and manpower requires manufacturing product to utilize them efficiently. It is a plan for effective utilizations of facilities for the manufacturing of products involving most efficient and economical arrangement of machines, materials, personnel, storage space, and all other supporting services within available floor space. They also known as facilities design. Plant layout continues planning of the amount of space requirements for all kinds of activities in an industry, that is, equipment, machinery, furniture and fittings, offices, restrooms, warehouses, etc. It is a technique of locating different machines and plant services within the factory so that the greatest possible output of high quality at the lowest possible total cost can be available. The primary objectives of plan layout is to minimize the movement of men and materials in the plant. So with that, we end the topic meaning of plan layout of production systems. Now further moving on and covering up the final topics for this audio lecture, which is called what are the objectives and types of plan layout of production systems. Now let us see what is this in a very simple manner. So the objectives of plan layout: number 1, to achieve economies in handling of raw materials, work in progress and finished goods. Number 2, to reduce the quantum of work in progress. Number 3, to have most effective and optimum utilizations of available floor space. Number 4, to minimize bottlenecks and obstacles in various production processes, thereby avoiding the accumulation of work at important points. Number 5, to introduce systems of production control. Number 6, to ensure means of safety and provisions of amenities to the workers. Number 7, to provide better quality products at lesser cost to the customers. Number 8, to ensure loyalty of workers and improving their morale. Number 9, to minimize the possibility of accidents. Number 10, to avoid for adequate storage and packing facilities. Number 11, to work out possibilities of future expansions of plants. And finally, number 12, to provide such a layout which permits meeting of competitive costs. So the next topic is what are the types of plant layout. So there are 4 types of plant layout. Number 1, product or line layout. Process of functional layout. Number 3, fixed position layout. And number 4, combination type of layout. So let me explain you one of these topics each by each. If all the processing equipments and machines are engaged according to the sequence of operations of the product, the layout is called product type or line layout. In this type of layout, only one product of one type of product is produced in an operating area. This product must be standardized and produced in large quantities in order to justify the product layout. The raw materials is supplied at one end of the line and goes from one operation to the next quite rapidly with a minimum work in progress, storage and material handling. Number 2, process or functional layout. The process layout is particularly useful where low volumes of production is needed. If the products are not standardized, the process layout is more desirable because it has greater process flexibility than other. In this type of layout, the machines and not arranged according to the sequence of the operations but are arranged according to the nature or type of operations. This layout is commonly suitable for non-repetitive jobs. Next, fixed position layout. This type of layout is the least important for today's manufacturing industries. In this type of layout, the major component remains in the fixed locations. Other materials, parts, tools, machineries, manpower, and other supporting equipments are brought into these locations. The major component or body of the product remains in the fixed position because it is too heavy or too big, and such it is economical and convenient to bring the necessary tools and work to workplace along with the manpower. This type of layout is used in the manufacturing of boilers, hydraulics, and steam turbines and ships, etc. And the last one, which is called the combination type of layout. Nowadays, in the pure state, any form of layout discussed above is rarely found. Therefore, generally, the layouts used in the industries are of compromise of above mentioned layouts, or basically combinations of the above, all the above that we've discussed. Every layout has got certain advantages and limitations. Therefore, industries would like to use any type of layout as such. Flexibility is a very important factor. So layout should be such which can be molded according to the requirements of industry without much investment. If the good features of all types of layouts are connected, a compromised solution can be obtained which will be more economical and flexible. So with this, we have come to the end of this audio lecture session. Thank you very much.
This and other episodes of Radio EduPods, Radio for Learning, are available on Listen to My Radio app at 6 p.m. from Monday to Friday and at 6 a.m. from Tuesday to Saturday. All episodes are available on Salesian TV YouTube channel. Share, like and subscribe Salesian TV, the ultimate learning resource channel.